Yes, whenever you are.
Hey YouTube, this is Mega Weasel coming at you from the great Indiana wilderness out here. For those of you who were in the Pooh Flinger show on Tuesday nights, you may have seen Maynard set. My friend John and I have decided to, well, it's kind of a challenge. We're going to build boats out of Joe Comp cardboard and epoxy, and these boats are going to be launched on April 1st. And the thing is you know, that they have to float for 3 minutes. They have to be able to go to 100 meters. You know, they have to at least make it that far. We'll see what happens. Actually, it's not as dramatic as it sounds, because if you coat cardboard with epoxy, you get plastic. So, you know, we should be able to, you know, come up with something. But the reason why I'm making this video today, and the reason why I'm, you know, talking about this is I believe in doing stuff. You know, I think that one of the big talents we've lost is doing stuff for ourselves. We're always told that we need to call somebody, that we need to hire somebody, that we need to, you know, that we can't do it ourselves. It's a learned helplessness that they've been setting us up with for about the past 30 years here. And yeah, it's now gotten to a point where, you know, people can't repair their own houses. They can't repair the things in them. They don't. You get a lot of folks who want to talk about, you know, well, I got my assault rifle and I'm gonna. Well, you know, the thing is, nobody has to fight with you. Okay, they cut the power, you know, and let people get cold. About 80% of the American population will get on any truck you want to point to, you know, if it means a hot meal. That's who we've turned into. We've turned into the people that, you know, we can't adopt the lifestyle of even 3 generations ago and be able to survive. We just can't do it, you know. We gotta have power, we gotta have Facebook, I gotta have my iPhone with the apps, yada yada yada. So anyway, you know, I'm gonna perform an act of insurgency here, you know. Y'all pay attention. This here is a $14 bag of tobacco. These here are cigarette filter tubes. They cost $2 a box. And this is my finest kind cigarette making machine, which cost me about 30 bucks at the tobacco store. The reason why a lot of people don't like to make their own cigarettes is because, you know, you look like you're homeless or some shit if you're going to roll it, you know. And yeah, I got to admit, you know, I've rolled some cigarettes in toilet paper, and it's not an attractive lifestyle. But if you just do these, the thing is you got the same cigarette as everybody else. Okay, you can offer somebody a cigarette, you don't look like a hobo, and the big fat difference is that I get a carton of cigarettes for $15. Okay, which is what I usually smoke. Had gone up to 50, so consequently, you know, you do the math. Now, the reason that that's an act of insurgency is you got to understand the insurgency in America is not a military one, it's economic. That's both the method of attack and the method of defense when you're conducting an insurgency or counterinsurgency. And things like this, although they may not appear to be that big a deal, when you stop and think about it, cigarette manufacturing has only gotten more efficient over the past 30 years. But 30 years ago, a pack of cigarettes used to cost 25 cents. Now it costs $5. Where do you think that money's going? Yeah. It is going to big tobacco. It is going to insurance companies. It is going to supposedly, you know, beneficial health programs, but where it really is going in is just the tax base. Okay, and the way that you conduct an economic insurgency is, you know, you cut their resources by not spending money, you know, by not paying $5 for a pack of cigarettes, which is all going into the tax base. That requires them to make other plans. The other plans may make the people in the United States of America miserable, But the people of the United States of America need to be fucking miserable right now. Because we spent 30 years digging ourselves into this freaking hole, you know. Because it was never our fault. It was never anything we were doing. It was always some other guy. It was always some big freaking conspiracy. We always had some shadowy enemy out there that was looking to pimp us. And, you know, so instead of doing the things that were necessary to do, you know, to remain self-sufficient, we found ways to do things like, I'll never figure it out. People these days think that it's a victory when they found a way to get more credit. You know, that's what the fucking got you here, okay, was cheap credit. You really want to borrow more money, you know, you really want another $10,000 on that card. To me, you know, the greatest act of insurgency that you can pull has nothing to do with running around in the woods with a rifle. Okay? What it has to do with is staying within the leadership's decision cycle. Okay? Making them take you into account, using the leverage that you've actually got. And the leverage that you've actually got is people for the last 30 years have been turned into buying machines. Okay? That's our job now. You know, when John F. Kennedy said, you know, ask not what your country can do for you, ask what you can do for your country. I'm not sure if I quoted that right, but, you know, it's in fact, you know, that was the sentiment. If a leader, political leader, was to stand up today and make that same speech, they'd throw a net over him. I mean, it's not about doing stuff for anybody else anymore. It's about me, the individual. And so look around, you know, look how that's worked out for us. We've got 300 million individuals. Everybody who thinks they're fucking important. You know, I got more one-finger blogs from trailer park mutants that want to tell me about the financial situation in the United States of America. All right. They can't afford to buy underwear, but, you know, they're going to explain to me the world monetary market. Don't think so. You know, the thing is, talk is cheap. You know, what did we do yesterday? We enclosed our back porch to make an airlock so that the hot air doesn't get out of the house. What are we doing today? We're finishing up on that. We're making our own cigarettes for the week here, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to get ready to install our wood stove tomorrow. You know, and we're going to draw up some plans to kick Maynard's ass in this boat contest. All right. This is the thing, people. You know, challenge each other to do stuff. I'm not an expert. I'm not a guru. I don't know how to do any of this crap until I try to do it. You're going to see me fail a lot, you know. These videos are by no means fucking guaranteed. You know, you're going to see stuff fall down. You're going to see stuff catch fire. Because, you know, that's what happens, you know, when you get self-sufficient. You learn through making mistakes. Okay? So, basically, you know, that's my rant for today. I'm just going to go ahead and finish up these smokes here. The thing is, you know, about 20 minutes and I can make, you know, my smokes for the day. People don't want to do that. It's hard, you know. They'd rather go ahead and pay, you know, $6, $8, $10 and buy some cheap-ass stuff you don't want to smoke. I can't figure it out, you know. But, again, here we are. Another act of insurgency. Don't worry, YouTube. Indiana's holding.